let's check out this next one. Flying Lotus, his album Flamagra. Flying Lotus is a producer, DJ from, just mainly a producer more, creator, director, a polymath as well, from Los Angeles, California. His lineage goes back to like Alice Coltrane was his aunt. Um, Great, amazing artist in his own right. Teamed up with David Lynch for a video, and a song, now, this video itself isn't directed by David Lynch, but David Lynch appears in it. It's directed by Flying Lotus. I liked a little bit of the reversal, so I just wanted to check this out. I'm also gonna say, David Lynch did a lot of stuff, and I'm only showcasing a few things here. In future episodes of this, I will be revisiting his videos because I love him. Now, Flying Lotus is leaned into like animation and puppetry and like integrating that with live action stuff. Insanity. He's a horror director now, and he's actually coming out with a new movie soon. I think it premiered like at South by Southwest or something, or maybe TIFF. So David Lynch narrates this. We're seeing a bunch of little bunny kids, or kids in bunny suits, and it's once again in a derelict apartment, in a absurdist dimension. They're watching some sort of like stuffed dog puppet roll out to them. Signature kind of David Lynch vibe with the lightning kind of flashing on him and his... Oh, what's happening now? Oh, here we go. We see little David Lynch head popping out of his mouth. Now, for the listeners on the pod, for the listeners here, I highly suggest you pause right now and you maybe go check this video out. The song's called Fire Is Coming, featuring David Lynch by Flying Lotus. Or just take a look at a snap of how David Lynch is here. It's awesome. His little head in the mouth of this wolf puppet. It's amazing.
Yellow phone on the wall started ringing. Tommy jumped, then ran across the kitchen and picked up the receiver. "Hello," he said, a little out of breath. Tommy's father was downstairs in the basement wood shop cutting a piece of clear pine on the table saw. The sound of the saw was screechingly loud, and a big plume of agitated sawdust was forming in the air. Tommy's mother was outside on the front lawn tending to a small flower garden. She was
now the puppetry on this is amazing.
About her flower's condition. She was observing a black film on the stems and leaves.
Now this is more of a tone poem than a tune.
Black substance away while running hose water on it. But it was too greasy and the water wasn't washing it away.
And this totally takes advantage of David Lynch's timbre, of David Lynch's cadence, of the way that he narrates shit and the way that he talks. This is making full use of this. And his voice is so unique. I don't know, like, this shit is like some of the weirdest shit he does ever.
The front door opened and Tommy appeared behind his mother.
He was just open for such odd collaborations as well. Like David Lynch, like he was a...
Mom, there's a phone call for you.
He was a recurring character on the Cleveland Show. He made that appearance as John Ford on the Fablemans. I mean, he did some weird coffee commercial featuring Kyle MacLachlan during the Twin Peak era.
Mom stood up and turned, the garden hose in her right hand shooting water. "Who is it?" she asked.
And this kind of goes to my thesis with the whole... I'm bringing this up again. If you haven't heard my whole little rant about Trent Reznor, on our podcast, MonoStereoVideo, on the audio version, I mean, you're probably listening to this right now, But we covered Trent Reznor and Atticus Ross. We covered their catalog of films. We actually have one coming up where we need to watch Queer and we need to listen to the soundtrack for Queer. And then this year as well, Tron Ares is coming out and Nine Inch Nails did that. So we're going to have to talk about that. But we covered their whole thing and I watched so many fucking interviews and just I'm noticing David Lynch and Trent Reznor are kind of the same guy in that they're hyper focused on their craft and their art. And they themselves are pretty simple people. They live their lives, they do their art, they do their thing. They're a little more drab, but their art is such a projection of certain things, of darkness, of the corners of what is life and Americana and all that shit. And people have these perceptions of them like they're so mysterious and they're so dark and wow, Trent Reznor is saying this crazy stuff and blah. But these guys are just the most normal people and the most vibrant dark art comes from them and their normality, like their normal haircuts, their no, you know what I mean? It's just they have regular lives and stuff, but they just do a thing. Trent Reznor more can be a little more theatric in his past and stuff, of course, but that was also a projection of, well, I'm gonna wear this costume and this is my art as well. But yeah, I don't know. This
I
is
don't know. It's a man.
it's just the normality of the person compared to
He
the
said you would know what it's about.
wildness of their art and
Tommy's
how
mom
that's
stood
needed.
frozen
And
for
I don't
a
know.
moment,
There's
and
a
Tommy
thing there
saw
that I'm
lines
working
of
on.
worry racing across her face. Something else scrambled into Tommy's awareness. He saw him running frantically in the street. The man
Yeah,
yelling,
then
"Fire is coming! Fire is coming! Fire is coming! Fire is coming!"
and I just kind of had to end it there because some of those noises I can't deal. Some of those noises I just can't deal. This video, Raher, is Masher. It is Masher. It is Chris Isaak's Wicked Game. Now, this is the David Lynch video for it because it was created for Wild at Heart, and this video itself was on fire. I think this might just be coming out of my right, the right audio. Oh shit, something's up. Weirdness, but whatever. We'll go for it right now. I never dreamed that I'd meet somebody like you. Very simple, very much different than what we just, way different than what we just experienced on the fucking, on the previous two videos. Much simpler, just performance, black and white. Everybody's in their rockabilly country getup, which is amazing. Love it. Beautifully framed close-ups, the lights, the darkness, the clips of Wild at Heart. Itself a very romantic film, very passionate, very controversial. If you haven't seen it, check it out. It's on the Internet Archive. It's fucking amazing. I cover this song often. I cover this song quite often. Oh man, Willem Dafoe in this movie with his teeth. He's got the wildest teeth. He's got the the biggest gums, the tiniest teeth, the tiniest little. He's insane. He's insane in this movie. What a wicked thing to say. You never felt this way. What a wicked thing to do. Amazing, just Laura Dern, Nicolas Cage, amazing cast of frequent. Well, this is only Nicolas Cage. This is Cage's only collaboration that we know of. But there's a bunch of players in his camp that are in this movie prominently, and they're all amazing. They all know, they all get it. that distortion. He knows how to balance the dark and the light amazingly. I don't know if, yeah. I'm choosing to ignore this. The gardeners are doing shit outside, and I chose to record now. I'm choosing to ignore it though. I hope you guys can ignore it with me.
I never dreamed that I'd love somebody like you.
Yeah, amazing video, amazing. I can't get enough of it. I love it. We'll close out the David Lynch portion of this episode for now, because we're gonna continue doing more Lynchy stuff. We've spoken about David Lynch. Of course, we had an episode. We talked about Lost Highway, the soundtrack for Lost Highway.